Hello guys and welcome to Mark's Shrimp Tanks. I thought today we'd go over something a little bit different. We have some little shrimp tubes here that I've made. I'm going to show you how they make them. But before that, if you want to see some awesome content like this, subscribe below. It's for free. So I have been wandering around garden centres today looking for some plastic mesh, because I used to use a lot of this plastic mesh before in a tank up here. If you guys will remember, I used to have lots and lots of white mesh on the back here, and I used to use it, guys, for a place for the shrimp to sit on and graze, and for the females to have somewhere to hide behind, right? So I came across this stuff yesterday and I thought, you know what, this would make absolutely fantastic little kind of like mesh tunnels for the shrimp to go in, and for them to basically get away from males, for the little baby shrimp to go in there as well, a place for them to safely moult. There's also a ton of biofilm will grow and stuff like this. If you ever see Asian shrimp farmers, they will have basically roll upon roll of this stuff in shrimp ponds. They'll have it in different forms. They'll have the green mesh that you see in gardens, and they'll also have the you know, the roadworks you see, there's like an orange barrier, plastic barrier. I've even seen them use that in these kind of things, right? So the idea behind these is to have as much an area for bacteria to grow on, but the shrimp also like to hide in them, right? And I'm just going to turn this around so you can kind of see inside. If you can, that is, filming mesh is not the greatest thing to ever do, but you can see there's like a layer there, and then there's a slight layer underneath it as well. This is like the little spaces that your shrimp will go in and sit, okay? So these things here are made from plastic. They will eventually sink, I'm pretty sure of that, but it's just the amount of bubbles that's in this tank specifically that's keeping them afloat. But they will eventually sink once they get some biofilm on them. And I have put them in quite a few of my tanks, and I plan to put them in more, right? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how I do these. There was two ways, and I found that the second way was much easier. Just to show you again, you can see the double layer there. Shrimp will go and they will sit in here. Oh. So let's get on with it. I'm going to show you how I make these, okay? Pretty easy. These things are sold as tree guards here in Norway, but all you need, guys, is basically any kind of black plastic mesh. I prefer black because it looks good in a tank, but you could use really any colour of mesh. We're going to open this just so you can see what it looks like. I'll stick it in the tripod here. Let's see, can we pull this off? No. So again, this is from a place called Plantation here in Norway. Just let me show you the label. Plantation, just so you guys can read it for the Scandinavians that are here, it's called a tree guard. And don't worry about this, guys, as well. I'm pretty sure this is shrimp safe. It won't have anything like mosquito repellent type sprays or anything on it. I could already tell as well by the touch that it doesn't have things like any plasticizers or any kind of acetate on it, because sometimes when they make this stuff they spray it with acetate to make it shiny, right? And I know this because I used to work in a place that used to make lots of plastic stuff like this, plastic drain pipes, etc. We used to make lots and lots of stuff for the health industry, so I know my SHIT, okay? This stuff is pretty safe. Now you can cut this into whatever lengths you like. This stuff is in 3 rolls in the center here, right? So whatever I cut this in will make 3 lengths of that tube. Now I suggest you get a very sharp pair of scissors to doing this, because it can be a little bit tough just to get through the first time, you know, without making a meal of it. If you have a better pair of scissors than I do, please use them. You can probably also use a Stanley knife type thing. Okay, so you break it up like this, and then you can unfold it. You see? So we now have 3 layers of this stuff. So that's 3 tubes. Right, and I did, guys, just let me show you. I did make the first batch with cable ties like this. You see? And they were made pretty big. See the inside? So these ones are quite big that are in this tank. But then I thought after, why do I really need the cable tie? Let me show you down here. Because we have already looked at this before. The tube is slightly bigger with a cable tie, but what you get with this without a cable tie is you get this double layer, you see? And this will provide a protection area for your shrimp. And guys, it saves you the hassle of using cable ties, because it is a little bit difficult to do. Alright, so you get your mesh, and you can fold it whatever way you like. You can keep it like this, or you can let it go naturally this kind of way. You see it? See the difference here? Every single roll will be different. It just depends on how it was rolled and how it's come at the factory. Okay, and guys, if you're unsure, if you think the plastic is not safe, right, if you think it might have acetone or acetate or any of that kind of stuff on it, right, all you have to do is get this, put it under the tap and give it a good wash with some detergent, and that will get any of the acetate off the plastic, right. I am pretty confident this doesn't have it because I'm used to feeling it, you know, in between my fingers, and there's none on this. Right, and this is for trees as well, so I would doubt very much they would use a lot of chemical cleaners on this for that kind of thing, especially when it's not needed, right? So there's 3, there's one that's like a double one. You can just see. Let's quickly make another one, because I think you guys will want to see that as well. And this roll does about 5 times 3, so there's 15 of these little, what we'll call them, guys, little shrimp tunnels, something like that. There you go, how easy is this, right? And I tried to film this earlier on, guys. I tried to film baby shrimp on here, because I am seeing them on the outside here, but see what happens when I try and film the outside. It wants to film the other side. I can't film it, so it's something you just have to take my word for there. And what I'm planning to do with these is I'm putting a couple of these in every single tank, because I have lots of this. I mean, I think this was, let me think about this, maybe $6 or $7, but you get 15 of this size little shrimp tubes. So I think they're worth having. I think they're worth having in a tank. I'm going to put at least 2 or 3 in every single tank. Maybe 2 in these ones. And they will float to begin with. Okay? Tell you what, guys, just because we're here and you're sitting there watching me, let's make another couple, because I'm going to put them in these tanks anyway. Okay. Another 3. Hope we'll get another 2 of this. Probably get 3 here if you wanted small ones, but I'm just going to do 2 of the larger ones. How easy is that? Okay, so we have another 9 here. Now, if you go and watch any shrimp farming videos and you see the amount of plastic, things like this that they have in the tanks, there is a reason for it. Okay? Look at that. There's another 9 tubes we made in basically a few seconds. Now, they all come out different ways, as I said before. I kind of like this double tube version like this, so we're going to put it in a couple of tanks as well. I think this will be the perfect area for baby shrimp to sit on. So I put, what did I put in here? 2, 3, there's 3 in there. 2, 2, 2, 3. I want to put a couple in every single tank. Let's put some in here as well. And I shall keep you guys updated on how this goes, okay, because I think by this time next week these will have all sunk. If any of you guys know anything about K1 media, it does the same. There's like a layer on it that stays on the plastic until a week or 2 after then the biofilm grows on it and it sinks. This is what will happen with this stuff. You can see the difference between this stuff here and this stuff as an example. You can see how much is sunk in that time. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed today's show and you've learned something. Get out there, look in your garden centres and see what you can find. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Okay guys, happy shrimp keeping.